Good afternoon. This is Pastor Carl with your weekly update for Friday, July the 10th. I want to share with you some things that are going on in the life of St. Peter's United Methodist Church. We have seen our COVID-19 cases in Carteret County continue to rise over the last week. So I pray everybody is doing their best to isolate and separate, to wear a mask, to practice good hygiene, and anything else you can do to help prevent the spread of this disease. Our governor is going to announce next Thursday his plans on the state entering phase 3 of their reopening. And we at St. Peter's plan to reopen the church for worship as soon as the state goes to phase 3. So please be in prayer over those decisions that our government officials need to make, because I know that we are anxious to be back together, but we need to be smart about it, and we need to do it when the time is right. And when we do come back together, things are going to be a little bit different here at church. So we put together a set of guidelines and sent those out this week. By now, I hope you've had a chance to read through those guidelines. If you have not, these guidelines are available on our church website at stpetersumc.com. You can download them there and read through. They will explain to you what the church is expecting of you when we come back and what you can expect when you come. So if you have any questions on those guidelines or anything in them, please feel free to call the church. We have had some volunteers at St. Peter's who've been very busy this week preparing for Vacation Bible School. Yes, we are having VBS, but it's going to be online this year. We're going to have special packets for the children to use at home that correspond to each day's lesson. And these packets can be picked up in the church parking lot on Saturday, July the 18th, between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. VBS is going to be held the week of July 20th through the 24th, with the lessons being made available on YouTube, and they can be accessed through our website and also through our church's Facebook page. Now, I know this year's VBS is going to be a lot different, but it should still be a lot of fun. On Saturday, July 25th, the church is holding another drive-in food drive to benefit Martha's Mission. We invite you to bring your non-perishables to the church parking lot that day between 10 a.m. and noon. Now, I know that this season of pandemic has been long and difficult. And lately, it seems like each day the news reports paint a different and often bleaker picture of the direction that we're heading. And you may find yourself wondering, just what is the future going to look like? The fact is, none of us know the answer to that question. But as followers of the Lord, as Christians, we can know this: God is still God no matter what happens. And God is still in charge. The Old Testament tells the story of Moses as he led the people to the Promised Land. Following Moses' death, the last part of that journey, that is, leading the people across the Jordan River into the Promised Land, that last part of that journey becomes the responsibility of Joshua. And Joshua has no idea what lies ahead. He doesn't know what life on the other side of the river is going to be like or what the future holds. Yet God gives him assurance that all will be well. Listen to the promise that God gives him in Joshua chapter 1, beginning with verse 6. Be strong and courageous. because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their forefathers to give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the law my servant Moses gave you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may be successful wherever you go. Do not let this book of the law depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. In these times of uncertainty, I think we can find a real message of hope in this passage, especially in that last verse where God says, be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. No, folks, we don't know what the future will look like, but we can know that all will be well because we serve a God of promise. God bless you, and know that I am praying for you.